Welcome back to Game Day with SeavyTeavy, where we take on the virtual one game at a time. And we are to begin our adventure. Oh, well, I guess the next quest right now is a trial. So we gotta queue up. Wow.
Zimmy.
It's you.
The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken.
It's like
Crack myself up. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy.
Wait, hold on. My shimmer stopped moving.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received.
It's a good
In
one.
all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Okay.
She's talking about herself.
See.
All right, trial time.
Trial time.
Trial. Tis a trial time.
Isn't it?
Here we go. Full party.
Full party. Oh yeah. Who's in here?
Just a whole bunch of us.
Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal?
Light Warden Titania.
Uh-oh.
She looking like a butterfly.
She do look like a butterfly. Is Bodrick in here?
No.
Ah, so much time lost. So much frolicking and... I don't know what she said. She do look like a butterfly. We must make up for it. We must. Beginning by playing with you. Uh-oh.
Wonder why they didn't voice her. Podrick, where are you? We don't know any of these mechanics. Well, I guess he said that he didn't know these mechanics either. Inside. Oh no, you barely made it in. You got hit. Whoa, what is happening right now?
Oh, we're on acid.
Is that what? What is that? What is on the ground? Don't be on it. You were on it, weren't you? Uh-oh. I'm stuck as well.
I died. Why is a pink thing on my head?
Get away from everyone else. Go back inside. To her. Go in. Oh no, too slow. Their macro says. That looked like it hurt, SeavyTeavy. Be more careful next time.
I feel like I just got called out by a macro.
All right. got her.
We can play no more.
No más. We got her. Wow. We sucked up her light. What was that?
Your red Schmarfell.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
My what?
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
Is it we become king?
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us. Never again to live as men do.
Oh, we can't do that, huh?
My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind.
Oh, I can take a photo.
Oh, can you?
Hopefully I did it.
Where does it go?
Into the photos folder.
Does it not like...
It does, but you won't hear it because it's not hooked up.
Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
What?
What you mean?
She's gonna accept this
Yeah.
instead of us?
Yeah. Sounds like it. So she'll be king. We didn't say yeah. Wow.
She accepted it so quick.
She did. She got so...
Kinla, Ilihla.
Rejoice and revel, for the kingdom of rainbows is forever young.
I love it. She's my favorite.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
She lost her Irish.
Her Scottish.
Her Scottish.
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Oh.
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
No.
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your maw. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Whoa. Get away, Pixie.
Trixie Pixie.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life?
You tell him, Thancred.
If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Who's voicing this? Carrie Elwes?
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Interesting.
Look! The sky!
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General,
Foolishness.
what are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain!
Axla Orwain!
Make ready the feast.
What's happening?
Water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
The night is delightful. We shall sing. The dog people.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
That's us.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
As he runs away. Was he trying to say that they should stand and fight?
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present.
Bleeding, bleeding.
What's up?
Was oh no, something is bleeding on to the thing.
You're like bleeding. I was like, are you bleeding? It's okay.
The game is echoing. Is that's what you're saying, right? Not us. Wow. Okay.
Great.
Fantastic. Let's see what we can do. Paper towel roll. So we're gonna mute this. Did that change anything? No, you're fine. You're the one that tells us if there's something weird. So that's better? That no more echoing? Okay. Cool. That was not supposed to bleed. I had it where it wasn't supposed to show on stream. But it did.
Is it popcorn time?
No.
It's not.
I mean, it could be. We just started.
Oh.
It hasn't even been an hour. Oh, it's been an hour. Hopefully this sounds better now. Roderick says it sounds better, but I don't know. He said it was echoing with the game, I think. Let me listen back.
All right, you ready for me to go?
We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be.
YOLO.
To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Oh, it moved us.
Yeah. Never a moment did I doubt that you would triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou were not present to see the faithful put the Yulmorians to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. But what valuable allies they might prove were the mood only to take them. Nice! Let's do it! Mount up, wifey! Mount up!
Is that what it means?
Well, let's talk to Thancred first. Ooh, we get new clothes. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fatefolk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmore's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Alright, wifey, pick a cool mount.
Good choice.
Good choice, good choice.
You ready?
Ready. We fly!
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Bad guy. Soleus.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are?
Dick.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
He just standing there like willy-nilly.
What was that speech pattern? Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage.
Is it too far from your mouth?
I don't know, you tell me. Bro, he's just there. Teavy got new toys this week. So he's playing with all the new toys now. Including my mic.
Because now you're falling back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to like relax my cervical spine.
Yeah, which is fine.
Hello. Is that better?
I don't know, you tell me. Is it in your face?
Well, yeah, of course it's in my face.
All
Does
right.
it sound better? There we go.
I don't know if it sounds better, but it looks better on...
Does it look better?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Continue.
Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
I was chatting with somebody the other day. I was in a training, and the teacher kept saying a myriad.
What? Like
She
instead of
meant-
myriad?
She meant myriad,
Oh.
but
That's
she kept
weird.
saying a myriad.
That is so weird.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I've never heard anybody pronounce it that way. I was like, it must be like annihilation, right? I used to say annihilation because I only ever read the term annihilation. Or what's the other one? Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Because I had never heard anybody pronounce archipelago. But like myriad, how many times do you hear the word myriad?
I don't know. Myriad is like a pretty common word, I'd say.
That's what I thought. I mean, depending on where you're at.
Maybe we just have a
is-
more complex surface lexicon than other people.
I don't know. Not when we say things like schmur.
Schmur. Yeah, you know that
I can't
thing.
find that schmur.
That thing?
What's the schmur? Could you? I'd love that when we get to the point in the day where we're like, could you just put the schmur in the schmur and we know exactly what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Any Hoosiers?
As for my true identity,
I'm an Asian. Dun dun da. Of course. Who looks sort of like Thancred.
Asian.
Well, I didn't expect that to happen.
What?
He didn't like unmask. He just like revealed his mask.
Yeah. I mean, but we knew he was an Asian because that's what he told
knew
his,
he was an Asian.
his grandson.
Yeah, that many grands.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't expect it to look like that.
Yeah, we did.
Gaia spoke of you, a native of the source.
Equal in rank to La Habrel. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Seems like a far drive.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply.
Madly.
Like the song.
Thank you.
infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Oh.
That was the point, bro.
He is an ass, Ian.
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
It's very intense.
Yes.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthry's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Uh-oh. Don't like it when people are mad at us.
Thanks to your meddling, Light's supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Oh. We meddled.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
Yeah.
He's right there, bro. He can hear
As for
it
what
like
happens
you.
next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthry and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lahabrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
Did you want a screenshot?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's just interesting.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
True that.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
All this food for me.
This looks fantastic.
I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed.
It looks delicious. I wonder what kind of sandwiches it is.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort.
I still don't trust him.
So
He got a
much
hood
about
on.
him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
We do. We have Chalky.
I do.
We have a Chalky and a Grand Rapid.
Let's see.
Wow, we finished our food.
So good.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Oh no. What is he doing here?
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Sound hella sketch.
Worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only...
Oh no.
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Jeez.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most likely. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know, but if he cross us, I'll make him wish he hadn't.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may need to make that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Raktika. Great word.
We have arrived. Vast
Very
though
exciting.
these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
What a douche.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
I don't know about that.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
I love Thancred.
Where would that be?
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
"'Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin-Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. Surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb."
Surcease is just cessation.
Okay, interesting. 2 years passed, a swarm of Sin-Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gone.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Let us quit this place. Oh. Who are these?
Now, surround them!
Bodrix.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
That's because we not
There's a
seen
reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Kupo? Please, we're not Sin-Eaters.
Perhaps they speak the truth.
I said Kupo, and Thancred said that will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
For the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
Man.
That did not help our case.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Yup.
Master Matoya.
Enough.
Runar, report.
Master Matoya.
No shit.
It's
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
Awkward.
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Okay.
Yeah, the warrior of light.
My
Duh.
apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
What? What'd he say? Puissant? Puissant? Puissant. Yeah.
Having great power or influence.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It cannot be.
But it is.
Nice to see you too, Master Matoya.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Raktika?
Raktika.
I will play Nahi. Music start!
Is this a joke?
No.
This pianist be looking at him like he crazy. Look at her face.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be this song?
Yeah. That's the song we're in, or the area we're in. What a troll. That was fantastic. He just ran away.
Was there applause?
He just ran away. That was
We
great.
don't even know if there was applause or not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was fantastic. Can you imagine doing that at a recital?
He must have practiced that thing a lot.
That was awesome. Cutscene. I didn't know it was going to be a cutscene.
Yeah.
Silverbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Yeah, Texas was heading that way before we even left. It was like expanding. Next thing you know, it won't just be DFW, it'll be DFWF. All the way up to Frisco.
Frisco is part of DFW.
I
Is it?
see.
We're talking about Denton.
And now you seek the Light
yeah.
Warden of Raktika.
DFWD.
Well, it's going to be DFW all the way up to Denton and down to Waco.
Yeah.
Probably. Is kind of
It's huge.
what I was foreseeing.
Yeah.
Which is an insane area.
Yeah.
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
Do they say penchant?
I don't know. Isn't it penchant?
What's respecking?
Changing your job class.
Yeah.
My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
The group is back together.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka.
Kind of weirdly, though.
Yeah. Just their spirits.
A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Absurd.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Called out.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Oh no, his feelings got hurt. He brought the heat, but he couldn't take it back.
He understands that I'm not the same, that I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Yes, that is it. She sings it all the time. But this is the very situation where it is actually relevant. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You watered the crops. Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Thank you. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There is no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Have the blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. That's true. Tell me, do you know our history, how our faith came to be? Yeah, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Raktika Greatwood. I see you have read your history, but there is no history that is told and one that is lived. Oh, but there is history that is told and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they hold dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin-eaters. The people were without answers, without hope. Their gods have drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could find peace beyond these burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy that they have left us. This we must do for them, our children and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Done tending to the crops already? Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runar! Uh-oh, something happened. Someone got lost, got kidnapped. In the woods, sin eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow. And we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Todia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all times for sin eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about the stone? A few days past, Todia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her Heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the Heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens. But now, what if I could find it for you? I have experienced fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does theirs. Master Matoya called you Menphilia, did she not? Are you truly the Menphilia, descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. Hey, guess what I was doing?
What did I miss?
I was watering a garden, and my pot that I was watering with had a hole at the bottom.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. A hole. Like that?
Yeah.
Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry. Fix it.
Told you.
What? Did you know I was gonna sing that song?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
There's the story I was telling.
Oh, what was the story?
I was like, Teavy has this song about a bucket with a hole in it. And she sings it all the time.
Oh my god, I'm gonna tinkle myself.
But most of the time, there's not actually a bucket with a hole in it, but she sings it. And in this case, there's an actual bucket with a hole. So it's super relevant. You have watered half of the plot. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Teavy has this song about this very process. It's something, somebody, there's a hole in the pot. Was there enough water for the lot? No, there was not. Okay. There's a hole in the pot. My dear something, dear something. Then he goes to get water in the well, and there's a hole in the bucket in the well. I'll have to ask her about this, because I do not remember what this is.
With what shall I fix it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I fix it, with dear Liza? With what? Oh man, it's a whole vibe. There, the Sin Eaters. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was the boss that one time. We killed one of those.
I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Let's get to it. Let's do the damn thing. What? Shouldn't we make a plan first? Though there are only two. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other.
You just take them both.
Do you have any luck? It's beautiful. This has to be it.
Because it's beautiful, it has to be it.
And it's Jade. You know, Thankard always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was.
Look,
Sorry, forget I said.
Let me tell you something, little Minfie. Older Minfie, all she did was tell us to go do these quests. That's why we're so good at them. She didn't actually do them herself.
Dang.
She was very good at delegating all the tiny little tasks to us.
She did delegate a lot. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably worried.
Thank goodness you are safe. I had begun to fear the worst.
Why, Runar? Don't fear the worst. I'm the warrior of darkness, light.
By all that is dark, you found it.
Sure enough.
We can proceed with her service as planned.
Okie dokie.
These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark.
Oh.
Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests.
Words fail.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of that one.
You don't know the rest of the song?
I think it's just words fail.
What is the rest of the song?
I think he repeats it like multiple times.
Words fail.
They do.
I mean,
words do fail.
Talk about surface level lexicon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The words just failed. Failed on that one. Anyway.
I read that one. There is still much to do to prepare, but please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. What is a darker? When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Dark larder.
Seavy and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were sin eaters and...
As long as she accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse.
How did you...
Let's just say a little bird told me, and it's telling me now that Seavy has business with us.
Something the matter? They've asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late. A dark larder.
Look at me. I'm a flashlight in the dark.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menin. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
How do I do that?
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her onto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
I should like to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
We're not Darkbringers, we're ShadowBringers.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Good, you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear.
What happened?
You're just like peeking out from behind the light with a smirk on your face.
It was like not pointed at your mouth.
Cool. Are we good?
Sort of. Oh.
Cutscene. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into
Yixmaja.
Yixmaya? Indeed we do.
Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove himself an ally of the Ronkan Empire.
Oh, it's not Yix, it's Ix.
Yeah. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins protectors to grant us safe passage.
The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Cydia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of the everlasting dark. Sounds like they're of the corn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary. but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I am afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me.
And before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible.
All right, I'll stay here until you return.
We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe.
That was dramatic.
This is a regular Urianger bow.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
Then let us convene outside to the west of Slitherbow where the path diverges. In a yellow wood.
By the blessed dark.
I think it's blessed.
Blessed dark.
Thank goodness you're unharmed.
We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You are an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless.
Strange. What have you seen?
At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They would have been breeding them in much greater numbers. That's what they do, they're spiders. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what?
Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment.
What a mischievous plan. Mischievous. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have the smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. I guess so, yeah.
That wasn't an yeah. Yep, this is it. Found it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they're old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the children, in fact. We're not like to come here a second time. 'Twould behoove us to learn all that we can.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history.
Don't
The
press
Age of
anything.
Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
Okay. Oh. There's nothing to gain from staring at my backside. Now please, I need to concentrate. Okay. You may now
Because
proceed.
she's waifu.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it, slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was, but he had a good heart.
Funny old bugger.
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends, a tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you'll all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Were you talking to yourself?
Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
She doesn't see him. But she sees all things.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Definitely sounds country.
Tad bit.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
They can see Ardbert.
The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source.
Oh no, something's happening to us?
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Uh-oh. No.
Uh-oh.
See, this is why we don't trust hooded figures, man.
Someone help!
Damn it.
The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
I was just about to go eat the burrito.
That's why we don't trust hooded figures. Meanwhile... Looking like Jabba the Hutt.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous.
Jeez.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling Warriors of Darkness. They have slain Sin-Eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king, nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
His head is just like being sucked up by his neck.
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin-Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains
What's that
hunting my
face?
sin eaters?
Has that always been there?
What face? Oh yeah, on his yeah.
Oh, what is that? No, really, like, what is that face?
It's a sin eater, I guess.
Do we not even know? Like, is he
The-
made up of sin eaters or something?
We don't know. He's just a chunky guy.
But that's a face on his chest.
It is. I thought it was like his nipple, but
That's a face.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely a face. Maybe it's a baby sin eater, and he's like kangarooing it.
Okay.
You know? Yep, that's a thing.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you. So naive. So painfully predictable. Did you
He reminds
imagine
me
I
of
did not
somebody.
know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eater's defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated. The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command.
What?
He's got a power. He's got an
You are
ego.
no exception. What? How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
He's got a temper on it, huh? You know what he looks like? He looks like a potato head in Doctor Who, a Santaran, like Drax.
Does, yeah. yeah.
Oh, we fixed
My
that.
face froze, for sure.
Oh no.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
He just like walks around telling
Is
people,
that so?
this is how it is now.
And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
Based on the trailer, we're gonna go defeat the Light Warden, and they're gonna burn the village down, and Urianger is gonna be like, Master Matoya, what are we gonna do? And she's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna wait here for our friend to come back. Just a guess.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Just a wild guess. Maybe it won't happen that way, but I think it will. How fareth the young guard? The poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. Children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the blessed? How have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose them and the children. I considered a convocation of all the knights blessed, that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. Sorry, we cannot abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you will have time to flee.
Flee? I'm not one to run from my troubles. In fact, with Seavy's arrival, I'm minded to take the offense. The Yulmoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Raktika, they would have no cause to remain.
All of which is rather easier said than done, unless of course you've finally deciphered the tablet.
I have, as a matter of fact. And with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Ixmaya. What say you all? We'll need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done.
We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us.
We slay the Light Warden.
For the Knight's blessed.
Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar.
Very well.
Oh, he's upset.
No, he's just like, oh, give these guys. They keep doing whatever they want. I see there is no changing your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe.
According to the tablet, we'll first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not?
I can breathe underwater, girl.
Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusi Mikta.
While you see to that, Minfilia and I will remain here to help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. Oh, okay. Yeah, because in the movie, they got there when he was saved from the river.
Cool.
We have found them.
We should read LOTR. Surely we weren't gonna start LOTR when we like had kids for the first time.
I don't know.
But surely that wasn't gonna be the first time. Surely that was gonna be like the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I remember from the movie. So they.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Be gone!
Oh.
Wait! We did not come to!
Wow. So close.
Oh. Stop! We mean you no harm.
Sister, is that?
It is.
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Ixmaya. Alright. Lahi. Follow the blue flowers. The blue flowers. It's like the blue flowers were laid out as a path of some sort. Right. It splits off.
Uh-oh.
Wow. It is so very elfish.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool. We were in the land of rainbows, now we're in the land of elves that are Ruled by bunny girls.
Pretty much into it.
Oh, this is your land. We were in my land before. Now we're in your land.
I come from a Rivendell. That's very exciting. Let me attune to my home.
Wow. Rabbit Amazon elves. Very accurate description.
I'm okay with it.
All right. I guess we can end here since we got our etherite. We can come back to here. Let us take a look at our quest progresso. Okay. Quest progress. What is the name of this quest?
Into the wood.
Did they sing Into the Wood?
Hilarious.
Were they singing Going Into the Wood?
Hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. Nice. Look, we ended right at 74. So
At the beginning or the end of 74?
We did a single level for this entire stream. We did 73 to 74.
Is that not much?
Wait, no.
That seemed like a lot.
Into the Wood. Yeah, because now we're in 75, right? I mean, my goal was like 2 levels per stream. You know what I'm saying?
You're an overachiever, Mr. Asian Man.
It's not true. Look, I just want to finish the main storyline so I can start Baja and get my shield.
Wait, what do you mean, Lord Huron? Oh.
Like the band?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to chat. Boom. What'd you think of today's story?
Awesome.
Do you remember what happened at all today? Do you remember what happened in the story today?
Yeah. We were looking for Y'shtola and we found her, but now she's Master Matoya. Did I get it right?
That's cool. Yeah.
$10 mix. Yes. So good.
We can't hear the sounds. Only you can hear the sounds. So I played that for you.
What sound?
In response
Oh,
to,
no, I'm going to go hear it later.
to her description of our gameplay today. What did we even do when we first got on? Oh, we did a trial today.
Yeah, we did.
Did you just play that?
No, that wasn't me. Who was that?
I don't know who that was.
What are you talking about? Was that through Discord?
It might have been.
Yes. So good. I love it. I was like, you're not touching any buttons. What?
I mean,
so good.
That was the effect that I played. Yeah, we did a raid, and we evolved our pixie. We evolved our pixie into a king pixie.
That's right. She became Titania.
No, she didn't become Titania. She just evolved into an adult.
No, but she became Titania. Her name was Titania thereafter.
Oh yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. Oh. Is Titania just the name of the king? Whoever holds the king status is just Titania?
Yeah. That's what I took it to mean.
Oh. Okay.
That she evolved into the king and therefore Titania.
Yeah. We saw a lot of the dude that almost killed the pixie, and then he almost killed another guy here. We see him a lot trying to kill people and telling everyone what they need to do with their lives.
Who's that? Ardbert?
No. Ranjit.
Yeah, Ranjit.
He is such a small character to me. I don't remember his name. He just kind of pops in and nowhere. He's just like, nah, this is how it is. And then you kind of just do something else and he gets brushed away and he moves it.
I have a feeling he's gonna pop up a lot.
Is he gonna be a trial? Are we gonna have to beat this guy, or is the plot just gonna take him out on his own? The plot's just gonna be like, nope, no need to fight you. All right. Yeah, he's just like a weird mosquito. They just keeps coming in to bite things, and then you just
keep swatting him away.
Just keep swatting him away. He's just a weird fly. Hopefully, we sound better with all of our new stuff.
Do we sound better? How many new
Hopefully.
things did you get this week?
Just 2. Well, that's not true. So the guy who helped us with the SM7B, he was like, "Well, you need an interface," and he gave us a small interface, and I was like, I don't know if I'll use that interface. Yes. It only shows up when I'm talking, right? Or you can only hear it when I'm talking.
Probably the AC.
No, it is.
It is the AC.
Yeah, it's the AC. So
that's what it used to sound like.
I didn't
before
have
we
a
got
chance
different
to mess
equipment.
with the low pass. Yeah, it's the AC. But yeah, he gave us other stuff with it, like this arm for the mic, a mic arm. What else?
Hi, baby.
Some cables.
Oh.
But yeah, and this little thing. I didn't know if I needed it. It's like a cloud lifter, but it seems like the Rodecaster handles the mic pretty well that I didn't have to put it on. Dynamite. Any Hoosiers. Yeah. I mean, I think you can hear it because you've got headphones on. So I'm gonna see if I can take it off post. Oh, dog. Dog says it's time to go out. All right, are we coming up on a pretty critical part of the story? It looks like is this the last Light Warden we're having to fight? It looks like it might. No, there's like 4 more dungeons after this, and 2 more trials, seemingly. So. Got a pretty good roadmap going. All right. Did you wanna say later, so long, farewell, goodbye to you, my friends?
Are you gonna let me say it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to say it. What?
He's actually hungry.
Yeah, he's hungry
because he went to the bathroom
6 o'clock
earlier when I let him out.
Yeah, he's hungry.
He's hungry. He's like, man, dinner. Chicken dinner.
Is that your farewell? So long.
Is it?
Farewell. I don't know.
All right. Well, have a great weekend. A great Friday. Have a wonderful Friday and an awesome week and week.
Au revoir.
Do you know how to say that?
Peace out. Of course I do.
Buongiorno. Peace out, A-Town.
Yeah, that's how you say that.
Peace out, A-Town.
A-Town. Usher, usher, usher.
That's what you